Have you ever met someone who seems to put you on a pedestal? They build you up in their minds, creating a version of you that's more fantasy than reality. It might feel flattering at first, but it can quickly turn uncomfortable, even frightening. This is a story about that experience, about a man named Matthew and a woman named Nora, and the dangerous line between attraction and obsession. It started at a language exchange in Lille. Matthew saw Nora, radiant in a sundress, making room for others, her smile drawing everyone in. He was instantly captivated when she turned that warmth to him, asking about his tattoo. His nerves took over. He told her its meaning, a symbol of feeling invisible from a painful childhood memory. She listened, her curiosity genuine, her questions direct. But he saw more than just a bubbly personality. He saw perfection. He saw a sun-drenched fantasy. But Matthew had been down this road before. He recognized the pattern. As he sat across from her, he made a conscious effort not to idealize her this time. He noticed the small imperfections, the peeling skin on her nose, the untrimmed nasal hair. He told himself she was ordinary, just like him, flawed, and that was okay. He felt happy, a simple, ordinary happiness, just to be in her orbit. He thought this was growth, a sign that he had matured. But was it, or was he just telling himself what he needed to hear? Their encounters were few and far between. The language exchange, then coffee, and finally, a chance meeting at a bar after she'd had a bad date. They ended up at her place. They kissed. For Matthew, this was a confirmation, a contract. For Nora, it was a moment that got carried away. The morning after, she woke up feeling uneasy. Matthew's intensity was overwhelming. She sent him a text, gently trying to re-establish boundaries. "Hi Matthew, I think we got carried away last night, and I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. Is it okay if we go back to being platonic?" His response was a deluge. Pages and pages of texts scrolled across her screen. He psychoanalyzed her, telling her she was just afraid of intimacy, hurt by past relationships. He claimed she had initiated things and was now emotionally responsible for him. He wrote, "You can't tell me how to feel. My feelings are mine, and I care about you now." It felt less like a conversation and more like an indictment. He was starving for connection, and he was devouring the idea of her. Nora felt a chill. This wasn't about her. It was about his fantasy. He wasn't seeing her at all. He was projecting his own desires and needs onto her. She tried to be firm, to shut it down. "Matthew," she wrote, "I'm feeling overwhelmed. You've crossed several of my boundaries. I simply don't want to be with you, and that's okay." He blocked her. Then unblocked her to send another message, demanding she pay him back for beers he'd insisted on buying her. The experience was violating. The thought of him, and what he had done with the idea of her in his mind, was a palpable presence. It lingered in her apartment like spoiled milk, tainting everything. She lost her appetite. She felt nauseous. She was being haunted not by a person, but by a stranger's obsessive narrative. This is a phenomenon known as limerence. It's an involuntary state of intense romantic infatuation, characterized by obsessive thoughts and a deep need for the other person's reciprocation. But when that person doesn't reciprocate, or when they are just a screen for a fantasy, it isn't flattering. It's dehumanizing. The limerent object, in this case, Nora, is reduced to a container for someone else's expectations, a heart-shaped cake pan to be filled. They are no longer a person with their own feelings, boundaries, and autonomy. That night, Nora was terrified. She jolted awake from a nightmare, her heart pounding. Had he followed her? She imagined him outside her door, in the stairwell. She fastened the chain lock, shut the curtains, and turned on a light, trying to dispel the darkness, and the man who might be lurking in it, a man who resented her for not playing the part he'd written for her. The fear was real, evoked by a near stranger who had taken the liberty of creating a whole life with the fantasy of her. Meanwhile, Matthew was outside. Cold wind climbed his spine as he pulled on her locked door. He thought if he could just speak to her in person, he could make her understand. He watched a group of girls stumble home, one of them fumbling with her keys to the main building door. In a split second, he saw his chance. He jammed his foot in the door just before it closed. He was in. He followed her inside and sat in the dark stairwell, right outside Nora's apartment. He rehearsed what he would say. He just needed to talk to her, to make her see. He raised his hand. Knock, 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 knock. This story highlights a terrifying reality many people, especially women, face. The feeling of being watched, analyzed, and possessed by someone you barely know is deeply unsettling. It's a violation of personal boundaries that can escalate from uncomfortable messages to real-world stalking. Recognizing the signs of obsessive behavior, like love bombing, ignoring boundaries, and creating intense narratives without foundation, is crucial for your safety. If you ever feel that someone's attention is making you uncomfortable or fearful, please trust your instincts. It is not your responsibility to manage their emotions or fulfill their fantasies. Your safety comes first. Don't hesitate to block them, document their behavior, and if necessary, contact the authorities. There are also many organizations dedicated to helping victims of stalking and harassment. Please know that you are not alone, and help is available. Thank you for listening. Stay safe, and please consider subscribing for more stories and discussions like this one.